That's fine.
Okay. I have several questions about Hitman. The first is we played yesterday the demo of Hitman, and it was kind of impressive to see the new engine running.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, and what about this new engine? Is it going to be used for other games than Hitman?
Well, for sure. I mean, we've been working for a long time on Glacier 2, and it is a platform for the future. The way it's made is to really emphasize on the tools, so that the content creators can create the game faster and more, you can say, efficiently than before.
Okay. Is it going to be just for Square Enix, or
I just really don't know how. We'll have to see. I mean, now it's there. Finally, you can say an engine doesn't really exist until it's shipped the game.
Yeah.
So when Absolution comes out, that's you can say the final test that it actually is worthy of developing on. So now, let's see what the future will bring.
Okay. I hope it will be good. Okay, so what about this? What's the story of Hitman Absolution? On the last episode, there was a new relationship between Diana and 47. And what about now? Because it seems that she gave him to the police.
Well, she kind of saved his life in Blood Money, right? By using this serum that made him appear dead, and then eventually walked out. But in Absolution, we really want to create the personal story for Agent 47, and it's difficult with a character that doesn't really have a personality, that doesn't have any emotions. So we said, okay, what is the only thing that matters in his life? And that is Diana. I mean, she is a character that he actually has some kind of relationship to. So we said, okay, you know how you have to be with your characters. If you want them to do something, you have to treat them really well. So we said, okay, actually, he has to kill his only friend. That's the start of the game. And if you play the game here, that's probably what you had to do as well. And her last dying wish is what you kind of have to fulfill throughout the game. That's the whole beginning of the story. And the absolution that he gets for killing Diana is what he does throughout the entire game.
Basically, he killed his best friend, his only friend. So so this is what which leads into New Hope, the new city.
Yes, this basically everything that happens in the game has to do with the start, and everywhere he goes is related to that, and every action that he takes has some kind of purpose to fulfill this wish of the enemy.
Okay. So is there going to be another town than New Hope?
There is a lot of different locations in the game, but we cannot really talk about them. I mean, it has to be explored. Now the game is very soon out, so but for us, it's very important that every level feels very unique. So even if it might be, you can say physically they're very close in space, but in terms of mood and in terms of storytelling, and you can say everything within that little universe is something that we want to isolate the levels quite a lot, because we know our fans, they will replay a level maybe 100 times, and that means that if all levels feels the same, then people get tired with the world very quickly, right? Because they explored everything. So
you know the rules and how it works.
Yeah, not only that, but also you can say the characters, the stories in the levels, and the whole lighting, and you can say movies has been a great inspiration for any Hitman game. And for Absolution, we actually said that every level has some kind of homage to a specific, you can say, movie genre or a specific movie even. Like what we showed on stage here, the Run for Your Life is it's kind of noir inspired, Tim Burton like kind of scenario, while the level that we're playing on the first level of the game, the Personal Contract, is far more like a spy thriller kind of situation. So everything is deliberately made to feel very different and diverse.
So in fact, each level is going to be another kind of gameplay.
So for us, the geographical move is not as important as the uniqueness of the location.
So there's going to be, as usual, the several ways to go to the final goal.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, the level we play here on the show is the first level of the game, and there is so many mechanics we have to teach the player.
Okay.
So of course it is a more linear experience because we know you have to learn how to sneak through a level. You have to learn, you know, how to use all the different tools you have. But after that, the game opens up, and we will not tell you anything. It's like you have a target. It's up to you how you kill him, and it can be infinite way of amount of ways.
Okay. So which is another question. Is there going to be a kind of survival mode or hardcore, you know, with no indication of the screen, and just learn the gameplay, learn the game, and then you play it again, and just with no indication, with no information, and just be alone and how to say go through the level with nothing.
Yes.
Nothing. Just
we also know that we have fans that are very hardcore, even more hardcore than any of the people in IO. So, and these are the people that only love Hitman 1 and nothing else because everything else is too easy.
Okay.
So we said, okay, how can we make Absolution actually more difficult than Hitman 1? And we added what we call the purist mode, where we do remove everything from any kind of indications, any help is removed. I don't know if you tried it yesterday.
No.
But the only thing you have is your reticule, like your crosshair.
Okay.
And you don't even know how many bullets you have in your gun because that's something you have to know as a professional assassin, right?
Okay.
You have to count the bullets by yourself.
So it's going really on. Is it going to be available at the beginning of the game? Or?
Yes.
Yeah.
We try to have it unlockable, but I mean, in this day and age, I mean, it's better to have things available because people don't have time to play through normal and hard and expert to get to the purist. Okay, fine, I'll just go straight to that, and then they will be killed instantly, and then they will have to go back and say, okay, fine, I'll start on normal, and then
and it's very difficult in the way of if you want to go first in the purist mode. It's
I think no one will be able to do that. If they do, I will personally give them a present.
The contract mode. Sorry for the transition, but the contract mode. What is going to be?
The contracts mode is something that we are very proud of and very excited about, because it's basically like a social, you can say, multiplayer feature for the community. It's something that the community was always doing in the old Hitman games. They would select a random target on a level, and then they would kind of make a contract on that target, saying that now you have to kill Corky the Clown instead of the witness, for instance, in a level, and you have to do it with a hatchet. And then they will send it to their friends, and they will see if they could complete this. So, and because in Absolution and in any Hitman game, all the AI, all the NPCs, is running on the same basic AI system. So it means that there's no scripting involved. There's nothing stopping us from selecting any character as a target, except for the very big crowds that are generated randomly, so that would be unfair to select a target in there. So, but that basically means if you play contract mode, you can select any target in any level, and you can make them, you can kill them in any way that you want, in any disguise, with any weapon. If you do it unseen, if you create the contract by yourself, because you have to play it to create it. That's also you can say the beauty of it is that it doesn't require an editor. You don't have to have any skills except for playing the game. So anything you learn through playing the game in story mode is something you can use directly in contracts. So you go in, you select the level you want to play, and you say, I just want to bring my hardballers and my suit. So I go in, select the targets, I take them out.
There's no limit. There's no limit to the access.
No.
The access is free.
Yeah. The only limit is that you can only select 3 targets, because after that everything gets so messy that every time you add a new target, the complexity really rises. But if you don't really care about creating something that is very difficult, you just want to create something fun, you can also select some kind of ridiculous weapon, and a ridiculous outfit, and go in and just go crazy and then try to survive that. So
so sorry, we didn't have enough time to several questions. So thank you.